Good day, everyone. Um, Normally I don't do this. I don't do videos. I don't do postings online or whatever. But I know there's a lot going on in the world today as regards COVID-19. Everywhere in the world. So there's a lot of videos. Everybody's saying a lot of conspiracy theories and all that. You can believe whatever you want to believe. A lot of people said this is like a lab virus, and some people said it's hacked of God and all that. But I'm not here to discuss that, to talk about the origin of COVID-19. But what do we do to combat COVID-19 in our society? Every nations, every country apply different kind of like solutions or to prevent the COVID-19 in the country or in the states and in the local areas. Now, talking about Africa, the Africa is like developing nation, not developed yet, still underdeveloped. We're trying to Nigeria especially. I'm not gonna take the whole of Africa, but I'm just gonna narrow my talk down to Nigeria. Because this video that I saw today really baffles me a lot. Now, I'm not trying to exaggerate about this video. It's more than like thousands of people. I'm gonna try to show you that video. If I can, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Can you see that? That's how people get around. Somebody sharing bag of rice, or I don't know what it is. You see that? You see the crowd right there? That's a lot. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people right there. That's a lot of people right there. And that's over thousands of people, maybe like 10,000 people. So, COVID-19, we're talking about combating to COVID-19. What are the things that we need to do? We're talking about the first thing is social distancing. Social distancing. Lockdown, proper hygiene, and the rest. But in a situation like this, every factors or different factors will determine whatever preventive measures that you're gonna use. It might work for the Europes, it might work for Africa, for Americans, but that doesn't mean that the same approach is gonna work for Africa. America is practicing lockdown, social distancing. People not going nowhere. They're staying at home. Why are they staying at home? To prevent the spreads of this COVID-19, to help the health workers, such that they don't have a lot of casualties, a lot of sick people coming in, so that they can, be able to manage whatever they have. That's why they're saying social distancing and lockdown and all that to minimize the spreads of this virus. It's going to spread. The virus is going to spread, but just to minimize the spread. Okay, so now the African nations of Nigeria, they also imbibe the same idea. Like, okay, we're going to practice social distancing. We're going to lock people down in the house. See that? You're going to lock people down in the house. But you do not put in any different kind of measures that you can't just lock people down in the house. People, they're not animals. You can just lock them in a cage. They're not prisoners. They will have to feed their family. They will have to do whatever they gotta do. It's easy for Americans, for China, for Europeans, to have their citizens locked down in the house because they have the electricity, they have the water, and they also have little means of getting food. Even though they don't have the money, some of them have the credit card. They can still get some type of money somewhere that they can still like feed the family based on whatever they have. I'm not saying the Europeans or the Americans, everybody have money to buy food, but at least they have the little means they can still endure the little time. But come back to Nigeria. You want to lock people down. How is it possible? People don't have no food. You didn't provide no food banks somewhere that people can, social distancing themselves, lining up to get food. You didn't do that. Now, You're trying to create a solidarity or philanthropists trying to come around, or the good people trying to come around to give people food. But you see what that leads to? Thousands of people gather around together to get a bag of rice. Is that social distancing? This is what the lockdown is leading to. And what you're trying to prevent, you're creating more. You're not preventing nothing. You can see that yourself. You're not preventing anything by locking people down in the house, because people is gonna keep fetching for food. People is gonna go somewhere that they're distributing food, and they're gonna pile up over there trying to get a bag of rice, a bag of beans, a bag of Gary, whatever it is. So where is social distancing right at? You are spreading the COVID-19 the more when you're giving bag of rice, when people are gathering together. You're not helping the society. It is easy in a situation whereby the government or the leader love the citizens. But tell me, Nigerian government, tell me that you love your citizens. I don't believe that. You and I know for the fact that you don't love your citizens. Because if you love your citizens, if because that you don't want your citizens to die, and that's why you're telling them to sit at home so that they don't die, you know that's a lie. You know that's a big lie. Because you watch your citizens die every day. Thousands of your citizens die to Boko Haram every year. Thousands of your citizens die to petroleum tanker on the highway, cutting fire every day. A lot of pipelines, crude oil pipelines, getting busted and blowing up, blowing citizens and the communities every day. What have you done to that? A lot of police and army and whatever killing people on the street every day, and you haven't done shit to that. A lot of armed robbers killing people on the highway, on the high street, going into the house, killing people in their house. What have you done to that? A lot of headsmen killing people. What have you done to that? A lot of tribal herbalists and traditionalists, whatever they call them, beheading people, killing people in the name of rituals, and trying to do a lot of crazy stuff. What have you done to that? You yourself, you single-handedly giving people weapons and guns to kill themselves during election. You see that? And tell me you love your citizens. No. Don't tell me you don't want your citizens to die. That's why you tell them to sit at home on a lockdown. No, you don't. But let me tell you this. If you truly love your citizens, this is what you need to do. You need to let your citizens get back to work. I'm not saying all the sectors of the economy gotta be open. You gotta open some sectors of the economy. If you're gonna open the agriculture sector, the production sector, or the healthcare sector, whatever sector that you know is more crucial to normal livelihood of the human beings, of your citizen, you gotta open it. Because the fact is, whether you like it or not, people are gonna die. Whether you like it or not, people are gonna die of COVID-19. Now you told them to stay home, locked down, to prevent them from getting sick. But people coming around to give them a bag of rice, now they're gathering together. So what's the essence of this law, or what's the essence of this lockdown? I understand the fact of the part that no social gathering, you don't have to go to mosque, you don't have to go to church, you know, you don't have to do some party. I kind of understand that. But when people need to feed, you know, you can't stop that. And how does that make your social distancing works? It's not gonna work. Now, your government or whoever is distributing food, they are the one helping to spread this COVID-19. I am not saying you shouldn't give food, okay? But if you're not gonna put the measures when you're gonna practice the social distancing in the ways and manners that you distributing your food, you better not distribute that food, because you think you're helping people, giving them food, but you're killing them. You're killing them. You're not helping at all. If you cannot practice the social distancing while distributing your food to people, then you're killing people, man. You got to be arrested for doing what you're doing right now, because you thought you're helping, but you're not helping. So whatever government is going to do, whatever any organization, any philanthropist, anybody that's trying to do any solidarity whatsoever, make sure you practice a social distancing in the manners and ways in which you distribute whatever you distribute. Got it? Okay, let me now tell you this, because like I know we got a lot of talented people in that country. But I am so amazed with the kind of leadership that we have, or the kind of government we have. I don't know what to call it. I know you people are not being elected. I know you're being selected. But whatever it is, whoever is in the hands of the order, in charge of the order that is making or giving that order, you need to sit back and think. Because I can understand that you people are not thinking at all. You make these policies, or you give this order, and you go back and think about it. No, you have to think before you actually make that order, before you actually bring out that policy, or before you open down your mouth that, oh, this is what we're about to do, this is what you're gonna do. You gotta think, what's the consequences of what you're doing. Now the soldiers going about killing people in the society, or in the name of isolation, or in the name of COVID-19, or in the name of lockdown. We've lost a lot of lives to killings of individuals, bad citizens, compared to by the COVID-19. How many people have died of COVID-19 in Nigeria? And how many people have been killed by the military people or by the armed robbers due to COVID-19, or due to the isolation, or due to the lockdown? Do you still want to continue to govern this way? Do you want to have people to actually govern in 2022? Do you still want to have the 36 states by 2022? Do you still want to have that? The only grace that you guys are having right now is because you're in a tropical zone, whereby the spread of that COVID-19 is not it's not going the same way where in Europe or in America, where the weather is cold. They can't really survive in a hot temperature, so they say. Because I'm not a scientist. That's what they say. But still, that doesn't mean that people is not going to die of COVID-19. That doesn't mean that people is not going to contact COVID-19. So what are the measures that you got to put in place? Because people are going to kill themselves more. And hunger is going to kill people more than COVID-19. So now, you government got to sit down and think. You need to open the economy. Now, I'm not saying you have to open all the sectors of the economy. You can probably shut down some ministries because they're not useful anyway. You can see the effect of the governance. What have you been governing all this while? Because you can see that mostly all of those ministries are not useful for real. The only useful ones that people need, the agriculture sector. Very, very important. People need food. The health sector. People got to be healthy. You got to take care of your sick people. You got to take care of your hood people. Those two, agriculture, health sector, transportation, people got to go about good transportation system. Follows by the rest. Maybe financial transaction, whatever the rest is, take care of it. I'm not a politician. But the thing is, the livelihood, the lives of people, very important. You gotta take care of the family. People gotta take care of their family. They gotta put food on the table for their family. So where do you want that to get that? I have kids at home. I have children at home, and you want me to sit down and look at my children in their face, without no food on the table? Man, I gotta go out and go get some food, man. I gotta go out and go get some food. Where do I gotta go? Where do you want me to go get some food? When you told me to sit down. I'd rather die of the COVID-19 than to die of hunger. That's what the people saying. And that's what it is. Because when it gets to a stage, people gotta like, man, we can't die before the day comes. We gotta hustle for ourselves. We gotta get something done. So the government, you gotta open some part of the economy. You gotta let people go about what they gotta go about. But let them practice the social distancing while they're going about these activities, while they're doing all this stuff. Let them give themselves the space that they're supposed to give. Let them have the mask on. Let them don't cough into the hair. You cough to your shoulder, whatever. All of those stuff. Wash your hands, practice good hygiene, and go about those daily activities. And also, on all these local governments that you guys have, that's where you can touch all these people. Set up all mini clinics, hospitals, whereby when people sick, they can easily take care of them. All this money that you getting, the people donated to you, the World Health Organization or whatever people gave to you. Set up mini clinics and get all these equipments that people need and staffs that you gotta need. So when people start falling sick, they can have place to go. When people start dying, you can have place to put the dead and the cards and all that, so they can have a befitting burial. You're not just dumping people in the sea or dumping people elsewhere or compiling people in a room. Because whether you like it or not, the COVID is gonna eat. It's gonna eat people badly. But the thing is, it's not eating people now. You don't get it. It's not eating people now, but that doesn't mean it's not gonna hit them. So when it start hitting them, you already have all this stuff in place to take care of them. But if you don't do that, it is very dangerous to have people on a lockdown without actually having any social amenities in terms of, I don't mean social amenities, but what I mean like the basic things like electricity, water, and food. People need it. And a lot of people in Nigeria and Africa, they're living below poverty level. Everybody, they gotta go out every day before they can get a food in a day. Please help them to stop this spread of the COVID-19 by not locking people down in the house, or by ensuring whoever is having the mind of solidarity, trying to give people food or whatever, to practice social distancing in terms of giving our people stuff so they don't have to spread the COVID-19. That's all I gotta say. If you like, take it. If you like, dump it. It is what it is. I've said mine. Have a good day.